Okay guys, in the last video you saw me take a sledgehammer and a saw and tear down the pony wall to reveal the sunken living room in its former glory. In this video we're going to tackle this table. I spent a lot of money. It was a custom design and in no way did I want it to be looking cheap, white, and plastic. I wanted more of a Wabi Sabi cement style look. But it's actually quite heavy, and I guess they use like some weird kind of like plasticky paint. I don't know what they use, but my plan is to make it look more textured like this. So these were like a white plaster and I did like a paint treatment on. So I can do the same thing with that. I can use a white plaster, then I can use various colors of paints to give it like a distressed look. But I need to figure out if I want to add some tone to the plaster of Paris or not. So when my husband gets back, we're going to carry it into the garage. I've already cleared out a space for it right there, and I'm going to mix this plaster of Paris using that bucket, and I'm just going to use a glove in my hand and start applying it to the underside first. So my son just had a COVID vaccine. He's 2.5. I swear it like gave him COVID. He's like sick as a dog, feverish, whiny. So I only did parts of the plaster in Paris, and I'm thinking I should have just sanded it, because this area where I sanded it, it actually looks really nice. And you get that variation in color like I was looking for. So I think I'm just going to wipe this off and just sand it and buff the shit out of it. Okay, so the plaster was a big fail. It was way too chunky. So what I did was I did like a light application of plaster, then I painted it downy, and then I went over it with like a darker color so that I could get some variation like that. Let me show you an example. So see how it looks like that? But if you kind of just like stipple it a little, you'll get like some movement in the color without being like overly, like that's even too much. So what I'm gonna do is go over it with my downy. See, the baby had a COVID vaccine and it like made him so sick, so he's like feverish and sick right now. So anyways, you get what I'm saying. You don't want to, I don't want to overdo it with the darker gray. I just want to give it some subtle variation in color. Don't mind me, I'm a hot mess. It's like 100 and something degrees. Just do something simple like that and then quickly stipple it out. This is like the cheapest brush ever, but I just want to give it some movement, you know? And if it looks like too much, I can always, I can always take my regular brush with my color and blend it out a little bit. You know, like I can go over it lightly, certain spots. I think I can take more risks, like along the edge, like that. So I already have a little bit of the plaster of Paris, giving it some texture. And then I've got the two different colors of paint. The lower edge and give it a little more darkness, you know, to create like a little variation. If you see a section that's a little bit rough. Okay, so now we have a couple layers. I'm gonna finish going in with a little darker color called Charleston, and just go lightly around the edges. Dries quickly though, so we can't do too much at once. So I wanted a clear finish, and he comes back with this frosted glass. So it's not what I wanted, but I'm just gonna test it out a little bit. Okay, this is good as it's gonna get. The frosted finish, it did leave a couple, I don't know if you can see it in the light, like water drops on it, which it wasn't good. So I realized I had to stand at a further distance when spraying it. But I do like the whole Wabi Sabi look that it has. I made a mess in the garage. I still have to get, I sweat, but I still gotta get the shop vac. But I'm thinking it's pretty cute. Little bumpy patches, but that's kind of what I wanted. But I wanted it more like this texture than that. I could take the sander and go over it, but then see, if you do that, then you take off the whole finish. So now I gotta go over it with a paintbrush. But what I should have done is I should have used a primer first, which I didn't. I thought sanding it would just be enough. So let me go over and fix a couple spots, and then we'll put it in the liquid. So I'm about to go look at a palm tree farm. I'm on a budget, but, and the baby had a COVID vaccine, and he's like so sick. He had like a fever for 2 days over this damn vaccine. I know it was the right thing to do, but his poor little body. So anyways, I'm on a budget, and a lot of the tall palm trees are like $300-400 and up. So I want to get some baby ones, just let it grow. So that's where I'm going right now, and I'll vlog some more when I get there. So I'm leaving the palm tree farm. A lot of options. Okay, there's actually a lot of wineries around here, so we're gonna have a look. Wine grapes, I like that. Yummy. Tastes like a regular grape. I think wine grapes might be a little smaller. Okay, so I got these two grasses along with those two little ones. Another palm, and I had no idea that my palm over there was the type of palm that I like that the neighbors have up there. So I want to try to copy it. I was thinking of putting maybe one on each side of the walkway, like one here, one there, or one there, one there. Problem is we have this huge tree. I don't want it to hit anything. But yeah, I'm excited. Starting to get my little landscaping going. Yeah, it'll be fun. But yes, I'm super happy. It doesn't look like a cheap white IKEA plastic table anymore. It has that Wabi Sabi age distressed look. I think it's the addition of the plaster, which gives it a little bit of relief, a little bit of texture, and then the different colors of Roman clay. You can use any type of paint, but you can see some of the crusty stucco. I couldn't sand it all, but definitely this is way better. Right, Steven?
Yes, I agree. 100% better.
You were scared at first of the project?
Terrified. Didn't think it was going to work. Thought it was a fail. But didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm super happy. Here's a little 360 view. But yeah. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the vlog there. In the next one, we will do the arches, and we'll probably go drop the chair off at the custom upholstery place and look at the fabric that arrived. And yeah, thanks for following along with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.